All right, so for fun, we're going to make coffee. And all you see is my shirt with a cat on it, and that's okay. Greetings, everybody. It's me. And today we're going to be talking about coffee. Hi, everybody. It's Penny. And in today's installment of Paleontologist in the Kitchen, we're making camp coffee. Hi, everybody. It's Penny. And it's time for Paleontologist in the Kitchen. Now, really, paleontologists don't always work in the kitchen. We camp. And what we're going to talk about today, is something that's super important to paleontologists and field scientists everywhere, and that's coffee. What you see in front of me right now are a series of French presses, which is probably the most common way that my colleagues and I make coffee these days. We get up in the morning and we'd really like some coffee. And coffee is really important. Trust me on this one. French presses are nice. These are glass. They're usually made of Pyrex, so they handle things pretty well. But they do actually make steel ones that pack a lot better. They also have personal sized ones, like this one, that are great if it's just you. But I'm just gonna make myself a quick pot of coffee. Now, if you notice, that's a little dark outside. So I'm not going to be making full strength coffee because I still have to sleep tonight. But that's okay. I can still demonstrate coffee mechanics with decaffeinated coffee. It's all right. The nice thing is it still is warm, and it's a nice thing to drink on a cold night because it is freezing out there, literally, and it's been snowing off and on all day. So this is going to be good. So, French presses. I'm only going to use one. Do I want to use this one? I just washed them. Don't worry about it. Or do I want to use this one? I have two, but it was kind of an accident that I wound up with two. I'll use this one because I like it. It also has a convenient little pour spout here, which is nice, so I can filter. So the idea of the French press is you have your basic Pyrex glass. It's actually a beaker, essentially. And you have this part, which is a coffee filter on a plunger. Okay. And the way it works is you put the coffee in the bottom, put the lid on it. Actually, you put the coffee in, coffee grounds, fill it with boiling water. Stir, put the lid on, wait until it's steeped, and then you squish all the grounds down to the bottom and drink yourself a wonderful cup of coffee. Now, I've boiled some water off to the side there, which is good. So I'm going to put some coffee grounds in here. Now, here's an important thing to realize about camp coffee. Some people actually do bother to measure this stuff. I mean, you could if you want to. But we're going to do some other coffee methods. Measurement is not a problem. So, this is my handy daddy. Handy daddy? Did I mention it's late? This is my little water thingy. It's awesome. It's electric. These things don't work very well in the field unless you have a convenient currant bush. I made a joke. But you can boil water with a kettle. Any old kettle will do. The nice thing about boiling water in a kettle is that it makes hot water available for everyone. So it comes in handy for things like, I don't know, doing dishes after breakfast. So, you pour it in. Don't want to go all the way to the top. use whatever instrument of destruction you have for stirrage. Stir it up. And put this over the top. And then we wait. It's got to steep. So while we wait, we dance. I'm going to say it's been long enough. I'm not that patient. The next step, you have to be careful because you don't want to shoot coffee out of here. But you push down the plunger. You see it going. And all the grounds are in the bottom there. Look at that. You squishy, 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 squishy. Squishy. Goes all the way down. And then I don't recommend a ceramic mug, but I am looking forward to February when I can join NASCAR racing again. Don't judge. Pick your creamer or not. Some people put sugar in there, some people put milk. I do non-dairy creamer because I can't do dairy. And then you just pour the coffee. And we do a little stir. We call it a stirring rendition. Oops, I splashed. And then, okay, usually we don't have paper towels handy in the field, but actually we do. And voila. Now, I'm not going to drink that right away because I just had boiling water in there. But that's French press coffee, which is quite popular with field geologists and paleontologists like me. But I'm going to show you a couple more things in a bit. Well, good morning, everybody. It is morning now. You can't see. There's no window behind me. That's our refrigerator. But last night I showed you how to make French press coffee, and this is a bit of camp coffee, the way we prepare coffee when we're camping. And I'm sure for a lot of you, you're thinking, that's pretty uppity, and I really thought that, you know, geologists and paleontologists would be doing something completely different instead of having some hoity-toity French press magic. And I like to show that, to dispel the idea that camping means everything has to be miserable. And hopefully you also saw last week, that you can also eat really, really well. And when you have enough people and a big enough camp kitchen, I've had some of the best food I've ever had when I was camping. But in the interest of satisfying people's curiosity, I have here in front of me your classic enameled coffee pot. And what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to make the coffee that you're used to thinking about. I'm going to make cowboy coffee. And it goes like this. You start with your empty pot. Oops. Of coffee. Now, one problem you don't typically have when you're camping is there's a chance that the cat's going to jump up here, but we'll go with that. So we put coffee in here. I don't know how much I'm going to make. That seems about right. This is why I'm not a fancy schmancy chef, Says measure? Are you kidding me? Ha! Next, we add water. Yes, friends, I just put water and coffee grounds together in this pot, and now I'm going to boil it. And I hope that works. Usually when you're camping, you have an open flame. Here I have a stupid electric stove. I really hate electric stove, but there's no natural gas out here, so I'm stuck with an electric stove unless I install a propane, which I haven't done yet. So we're going to let that attempt to heat up. Meanwhile, I want to talk a little bit about this. So cowboy coffee is what this is called, and it's just you put grounds in the boiling water and you let it boil, and then you drink it until the slurry that you're drinking has too many grounds. Then you pour it out and you make another batch. This works great if everybody in your group wants coffee and they're okay with having a little bit of grit in their coffee. Now there are other ways to do coffee. I mean, there's this style, which I'm not going to do. You can percolate your coffee. I've used this coffee pot while doing field work. I have percolated coffee in the field. But then you have all these pieces to wash. That's kind of a nuisance. That's all right. Again, that works best when everybody wants coffee. The French press coffee is actually awesome because what you wind up doing is you boil a bunch of water, and it works best if people have different tastes in coffee. It works best if some people don't drink coffee at all and they have the option of using hot water to make tea or hot chocolate if that's what they prefer in the morning. But camp coffee, cowboy coffee, is a great option if you're in a hurry and have a lot of people to get coffee to. This is going to take a while, I can tell. I hope it works. So while we're waiting for our coffee to boil, which is starting to warm up now, starting to smell good, I want to show you one other thing, another option for camp coffee that works if, for example, you're the only person who drinks coffee. This also works great if you can just get somebody to boil some water. Boiling water, anything you can do with it, boiling water is perfect for camping. And what these are, yes, I'm not advertising Folgers. It's not actually necessarily my favorite coffee in the world, but basically what it is a tea bag that has coffee in it. And definitely these are great if you're the only coffee drinker in the group and you have access to hot water. Then you just brew yourself a single cup of coffee whenever you want one. I have more than once been the only coffee drinker in a group. It's boiling! It's boiling! Let it steep for a minute or two and then gotta let it settle. Alright, so here we go. I meant that. That was all part of my plan. By the way, metal is hot. Stir that. Anyway, take this off of the heat. The downside of electric stoves, that stove's hot. Alright, we're going to see if this cowboy coffee is as good as I remember it. Now I do non-dairy because dairy and I do not get along. Yes, you don't do dairy either because cats are lactose intolerant. Yes, that's how that works, young kitty. Don't talk to me like that. Yep. Are you hearing this guy? Alright. No, you stay down there. So now we're going to try to pour some of this in here. It looks like coffee. Don't see a lot of coffee grounds. pretty good, actually. Oh, I see lots of coffee grounds. Oh, that's all right. It'll settle to the bottom, and it'll be all right. Tell me it'll be all right. This is the way we drank our coffee in Bolivia. So, we'll see how this goes. Now, of course, I just boiled this coffee, so it's gonna be too hot to drink for a little while. So, I'll let you know how it goes. Well, I have my morning coffee. It's time to get on with my day. Hopefully the dishwasher isn't too loud. The cats seem to be done fighting for the moment, although they still want my attention. I'm gonna drink my coffee, chew on it. So I hope this is helpful to you, and have a good rest of your day. Drink your coffee. You'll feel better.